So with the newest NPC in town, Wikelo, he's got a lot of stuff offered to trade, and with the next patch coming, which apparently will shake things up a bit, I want to see if his trades are actually worth it while I still have the chance. If you guys want to know how to get to Wikelo and do his intro contract, at least for 4.1, I've linked it in the description. In the video, I also did a food delivery mission for Wikelo and got a pistol out of it. So I thought, what do I get if I delivered 100 burritos and sodas? Well, it was pretty disappointing. I stopped after like the 30th burrito. Turns out the reward pool for the very hungry missions was a lot smaller than I thought. Essentially, the rewards you get are weapons from either the Red Alert set or the Ascension set, plus 20 mags for each weapon. This might change in the next update, but it's kinda underwhelming. I was hoping there would be a lot more variety. But you can make a profit off of these trades. Burritos and pip sodas are very cheap, and you can sell those weapons to any weapon vendors for a nice profit, but it's not the best way to make money. Let's look at his other trades. Now these require minerals that you can only get from the Align a Mine event, where you basically align 3 radar dishes on the ground to an orbital laser platform that shoots a giant laser into the ground, revealing a cave full of precious gems. To put it briefly, now in classic Star Citizen fashion, it doesn't work most of the time, either because the laser won't prime despite all the steps having been done to activate it, or the radar dish won't align even though all the boards are inserted. In spite of that, I still managed to accrue a modest amount of these gems that I can take a look at least some of these trades. Starting with the weapons. There are 4 weapon trades, all of them each giving a variant of the Parallax Assault Rifle. All of them require a Parallax Rifle, some Karenite, and Jacklium. The only differences are what fauna loot you have to gather and what food you bring to Wikelo. I tested one of the fun variants on my guinea pig, and despite what the contract description says, there doesn't seem to be a tangible difference between the base variant and the fun variants in terms of damage, fire rate, or recoil. So it's only there to look cool, and with the amount of work you have to do to get it, I don't think it's worth it. The only one that could be worth it is the fun Copion Tooth Gun, but that's only because it's used for the Polaris trade. Same goes for the armor trade, which is a modified variant of the new Antium armor. It has the same stats as the normal Antium armor. In fact, it has the same stats as any heavy armor, except for the Pembroke and Novikov suits, but unlike the guns, you don't need it for the trade. But I didn't trade for it because I need the Saldinium for another gun trade. This trade requires 10 Saldinium and 20 Jacklium. I originally misread it and thought it was the other way around, so I can only do 2 trades for it. I could have done 3, but oh well. Now 10 Saldinium is worth 315,000 AUEC, and 20 Jacklium is worth 420,000 AUEC, so this trade is worth a total of 735,000 AUEC. Now what gun is worth over 700k? I don't know, but it might also include ship weapons as well, because it doesn't really make the distinction in the description, but there's only one way to find out. So after trading in the ores to Wikelo, I checked my inventory, and I got a grenade launcher. A quite useful grenade launcher. Okay, well, grenade launchers can be found in weapon boxes, however they're quite rare, but is it worth the minerals? The quite useful variant looks like a slight recolor of the base variant, which is kinda disappointing, but it has extra flavor text. After doing it the second time, I got another fucking grenade launcher. The exact same one. Well, I learned absolutely fucking nothing from that. I wish I could do it again, but I can't. Is it worth the 10 Saldinium and 20 Jacklium? Well, you might be better off looting weapon boxes for the chance to find one than doing the trade. But then again, it is a guaranteed way to get these kind of weapons. Sort of. I'm not sure about the loophole for this contract. Then there's the ship trades, which is Wikelo's bread and butter, and probably the only reason people give a shit about him. To get ships, you need favors. And to get favors, you need to give him 50 Karenite for 1 favor. You need at least 5 favors to get a ship from him. And if you saw my inventory, I'm nowhere close to that, and it'll probably stay that way until 4.1.1 comes out, cause this event is broken most of the time. But there is a Reddit thread detailing all of Wikelo's ship rewards. These ship rewards are like the executive hangars from contested zones. They have graded military or stealth components that aren't available in shops and has a custom paint job. Although, unlike the executive hangars, there's less risk of losing your shit to rats. And they'll last until the next ship wipe, which could be the next patch or beyond. This game is very fickle when it comes to which ships you keep in the next patch. So there you have it. I'll look at all of his trades, at least for 4.1. Right now, in my opinion, the only ones worth doing are the ships, and maybe his very hungry mission. But other than that, given how broken the Align and Mine event is, for a solo player, might not be worth it. But hey, at least the Hathor stations have a lot of good ship components. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe and ring that bell. 4.1.1 promises to shake things up a bit, because you can now get ship components from Wikelo, and you'll be able to trade in scripts which are from the new combat missions for Wikelo favors along with new ship trades. I'll be checking out the new content in the PTU and making some videos on 4.1.1, so stay tuned for that. Speaking of ships, there are a ton of new ships that we're going to be seeing this year, and some of them could be game changing. And if you want to know what they are and when we might see them, then I highly recommend you watch this video right here.